Arriving at St Patrick Station. Doors will open on the left.
Hey everyone, it is Monday, October 9th, which means it is Thanksgiving here in Canada. The time is 3:30 p.m. and the temperature outside is around 11 degrees Celsius. And I am here at St. Patrick Station. And that was a southbound Line 1 train I was just on. And for this one, I'll be heading on up to street level and going for a walk up through Baldwin Village and around the Grange Park neighborhood. And given that it is Thanksgiving, a lot of places will be closed today. And I have no idea why I just walked over to that side of the platform. I will head up to the intersection of University and Dundas. And Thanksgiving is not the huge deal in Canada that it is in the US. But still, most people, I believe, celebrate it. And it's a statutory holiday throughout the country. I think the exception being the Atlantic provinces where it's optional. And this is University Avenue, and as you can see, it's another gray and gloomy day. I'm just realizing I was just recording in a different mode on this camera. I'm just going to turn my camera off for a sec and make sure I've got this one set up correctly. And I did. So this is Dundas Street West. I'm going to turn left here and head over to Baldwin Street. And that's a look to the east. It looks pretty busy along that stretch of Dundas. And this is walking west on the south side of Dundas Street West. That Tim Hortons is open.
It's a little bit of a walk.
Most supermarkets and major retailers are closed today, but a few select ones are open. And in Canada, we celebrate Thanksgiving on the second Monday in October. And apparently, it's been celebrated in one form or another, going all the way back to 1578, so long before Canada was even a country. And it's primarily to give thanks for the harvest each year. So I think the same reason the Americans celebrate Thanksgiving for. This is Dundas and St. Patrick, all across here. I would expect crowds to be fairly light today. So this whole neighborhood is known as Grange Park. It's bordered by College Street to the north of here, Spadina Avenue, which is off to the west, Queen Street to the south, and University, where I started, to the east, which is in the opposite direction. There's the Art Gallery of Ontario, which might be open today, just across the street there. And OCAD University just to the south. So this is McCall Street. I'm entering Baldwin Village in a moment. That's a commercial enclave located within downtown, obviously. Well, the within downtown part. And it was named after William Warren Baldwin, who was a doctor, businessman, lawyer, and judge, and a reform politician in Upper Canada. Oh, there's some brightly colored street mural here. Looks like she's eating ramen. It's always nice to see such a splash of color like that on an otherwise drabby day. I don't really have special plans for Thanksgiving tonight. I'll just be ordering from Swiss Chalet. Which I talked about in my video this morning as a chain that's gone downhill. They've usually got some good options on Thanksgiving as well as Christmas on the menu. You can get some form of bird, either chicken or turkey, with stuffing and some cranberry sauce. And we're entering the main commercial area of Baldwin Village. There's a Krispy Kreme, a Jimmy's Coffee. I went into that cafe on a live stream not too long ago. And this area developed into something of a Jewish ghetto in the early 20th century. But by the 60s, it was more of a Chinese Canadian neighborhood. In fact, it's also part of the Kensington Chinatown neighborhood. There's some retail on the north side of the street, but most of it is along the south side here. There's a Japanese grill, Mandarin restaurant, Ko Leap, that must be Thai. There's a hot pot coming in soon. Canton Ramen isn't open. Apparently the last remnant of the area's Jewish heritage closed back in 1995 in that neighborhood. All right, I'm gonna head south back down to Dundas and then we'll walk over to Spadina. And then down to Queen and then up to Grange Park itself. And this is Beverly Street. I'm planning on doing a walk up Beverly and St. George Street in the coming weeks.
I know, it's cute, poor thing.
Hayden Park School across the street. I had a thought to cross there. There's too much traffic. And coming up on the right is the Italian consulate. So once I turn right onto Dundas, it'll be through part of Chinatown. And I have the light, I'll take it. There's a look over at the consulate. And it seems like whenever there's a holiday, Chinatown is still buzzing. This is the one neighborhood that's consistently pretty much wide open every day of the year. And this is Huron Street coming up. There's someone in a t-shirt. I'd say it's a bit cold for that. No comment on that. Hong Kong Island dim sum. Just want to take a look at some of this artwork here. I think in alleyways of Chinatown and Kensington Market would be a neat idea for a video. I've done something kind of like that a few years ago. And here we are at Dundas and Spadina. China continues on to the west as well as to the north up to College Street. But we're going to be heading south down to Queen Street. Interesting assortment of shoes. It used to be you'd see a lot of counterfeit brands. I think there's been some kind of crackdown or cleanup on that over the past few decades. You don't really see them so much except for those people who sell copied DVDs and that sort of thing. There goes a 510 Spadina streetcar. That'll be going south down to Queens Quay. And then heading east over to Union Station. There's the Chinatown Center across the street, one of two malls here. There's another one just north of there called the Dragon Center. Neither are really all that busy in my experience. This one in particular seems pretty dead. There's a Dark Horse Cafe. I mentioned before, I'm not too fond of that location. I once went in, I really just needed to use the bathroom, but I thought, all right, I'll buy something. And I bought a $7 drink and asked where the restroom was, and they said, oh, it is out of service. They really should have had a sign up ahead of time. This is Phoebe Street. And this is Queen Street coming up. And this construction here is for an Ontario Line subway station. On Queen Street, I think there'll be one here at Queen, another one or a connection to Osgood Station at Queen and University, then Queen and Yonge will have a connection to that, and another one at Queen and Sherbourne. I've often felt either Queen or King has long deserved the subway line, so it's good to see that deficiency getting addressed. Let's head over to Grange Park. So this is east on Queen Street West.
All people going to West Scarborough, that's the issue.
This stretch is known for its retail. I think a lot of places will be closed today. Well, that Mac store is open. Get Out Shoes is open. I wonder what will become of that H&M. The one up on Bloor Street that closed became a fabric land. That Nobis is closed, as is Fallraven. Steve's Music, a longtime mainstay of the stretch of Queen, is closed. And Chick-fil-A, who are famously closed on Sundays, it doesn't appear to be open. Seems pretty random which retailers decide to open or not. Lush is open.
Hello.
Hello.
There you go. Welcome to the family.
Mac appears to be closed.
But we are not from here.
Yes.
There's the black bull. That guy on the left was behind my camera then when I walked by. He spun around. It's always funny watching people react to it. It's probably just curiosity. There's one of my favorite new condos on the west side of downtown. Apparently this whole neighborhood just south of here has been renamed from the entertainment district to West Downtown. I learned that in one of Ken's videos. I was unaware of that. All right, I might do a live stream right now, actually. Maybe I'll try to get a selfie for the thumbnail. This is Beverly Street, where we were earlier, although north of here, of course.
Maybe it'll do something so that.
Oh yeah, how's that?
And we're at Queen and John. I have my phone in portrait mode. And just north of here is Grange Park. Where the Grange Park neighborhood takes its name. Super Balls Cafe. There's St. George by the Grange. Silver Jubilee Rose Garden in honor of Queen Elizabeth II. And this is a church that dates back to the 1800s. I think it was in the 1950s, there was a fire. And they're able to preserve this tower here. But everything around it was lost. Take a deep breath. There is hope in the air. And here we are at Grange Park, which I think was rebuilt in 2017. That's the backside of the art gallery straight ahead. And OCAD University just off to the right, the Ontario College of Art and Design. And some of those nice fall colors are kicking in. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one, walking around the Grange Park neighborhood, also through Baldwin Village. Happy belated Thanksgiving to our Canadian viewers out there. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. There's an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and a super thanks button appears below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. And I think this character can often be heard roaming the streets of Kensington Market, singing quite loud. Anywho, happy Thanksgiving again. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.